And there is Chris Evert. As we continue with the women's singles, Chrissy to go against Terry Holladay. Terry Holladay, resident of La Jolla, California. There she is. She's 22 years of age, a left-hander. Last year with the San Diego Friars. She has that two-hand backhand also. There you see it.
Yeah.
1-0. Terry with good range. She is 5'11", 150 pounds. And had tremendous success in the early part of this 1977 year on the tournament trail. Ranked number 10 in the world against number 1, Chris Evert. That is out. 3-0. Golden Gators lead the match 6-3 following the mixed doubles victory. Fru McMillan and Françoise Dour over Ross Case and Christian Kemmershaw. That's the game, and 4 straight points to Chris Evert.
Chris Evert's famous two-handed backhand. There she's showing her new one. She usually hits it with a topspin. There she put slice into it.
Terry Holladay to serve now to Chris Evert. Golden Gators lead the match 6-4. Trail in this set 0-1.
Double ball. 0-1. Finish.
Spencer Tracy's a big hitter, a bit of a hit and misser too. She's either on or she's off, and she catches fire and she can really go. Ranked number 10 in the world last year. She didn't start out the season too well, but it's gotten much better recently.
3-0. 0-3, check it. And a chance at a service break here for Chris Evert. Next week, a week from tonight, we're going to be in Portland, Oregon. San Diego, with Rod Laver goes against the Seaport Cascades with Betty Stova. As we continue with World Team Tennis right here on HBO. Here's the service break. So Chris Evert has won 8 straight points and 2 straight games and leads it 2-0, and she serves now to Terry Holladay. And Terry tying her shoelace down the other end of the court, and it's the kind of maneuver you might want to do just to get a bit of breath. You know, she needs a break right here. And there's the kind of point that can help start things off.
And you're going to see a very interesting tactic. Terry's coming in on a soft, low, fading ball, making Chris stretch and hit up, and she hit a sort of a lucky volley, but it was the early tactic that made it work.
And it's 0-2. A little bit of luck.
They all count.
Ooh. Caught Terry going the opposite way, and Chrissy put it home with the forehand. 1-2.
A very worried-looking Phoenix bench there. That's Ken Waltz in the foreground.
One, three. 3 break points here for Terry Holladay.
Rolling 8.
Chrissy's lost her first 2 matches of this young world team tennis season. The service break. Great volley by Chris Evert and Terry Holladay, and the break for Terry Holladay, and she now trails 1-2.
Chris Evert playing really without her normal confidence in that last game. We're seeing a little bit of the reason why she's lost 2 sets already. One to Greer Stevens and 1 to Natasha Shmiriova. Let's have a look at Chris in a moment. What do you think of that one shoulder dress? Doesn't seem to hinder her at all. She doesn't seem to be anticipating that well when Terry hit the topspin wide to her backhand. Normally Chris can see these things in advance. She seems a bit hesitant. Look how late she is there.
And a little too late on that one, and that cost her the game.
Her Terry's coach here is Fru McMillan, a magnificent tactician, and we notice that Terry's hitting almost everything short. Normally a bad tactic against a lot of players. Now the question in my mind is Terry doing that on purpose, as she was told to do by Fru, or is she just not gotten any depth yet? I think it's probably on purpose.
Try and make Chrissy get away from her style of game of playing back on the baseline.
Yeah, I'm making her stretch forward, exactly.
So Terry Holladay has gotten the break back, and she now serves trailing 1-2. Golden Gators lead in the match, however, 7-5.
Yep.
Right down the line with that forehand, and a beauty. Zero two.
Chris on the one run wide. She seems a little bit late, but she popped it up high so she could get back into point. That's a sign of an assured and experienced player, more than assured. Somebody who knows when not to hit with all her might. Terry Holladay maybe hasn't figured that out yet. She's young. She wasn't a great junior player. She's just showing her talent now. Most women players show how good they are by the time, believe it or not, by about the time they're 16, 17, 18.
How about you, Julie Feldman?
That's pretty good.
There's an ace, the first one. By the time you were 18, everybody knew how great a tennis player you were going to be.
Not everybody.
Second service here for Terry Holladay to Chris Evert. One, 3, and 3 break points here for Chris Evert.
Oh, great lob.
Had Terry in close.
I bet we certainly should attribute this point to the fact that Terry has been working on her speed. She's been working out with Henry Hines, who's been making her do all kinds of exercises. He's a track star who's helped a lot of tennis players, including Arthur Ashe and Roscoe Tanner. He's been helping Terry recently, and she has speeded up a lot. I just talked to him, though, and he says that Terry has a back spasm, a muscle spasm in her back tonight. Could be hurting her.
sudden death.
3 all.
Terry puts everything into every ball. She goes all out all of the time. Just about to start live here.
So Terry has survived 2 break points, and we come now 3 all. Sudden death. And it's second service. Terry Holladay trailing in the set 1-2. Completely mishit it, and Chris Evert breaks Terry Holladay's service here in the 4th game. But a great game it was, and it makes it 3-1 in favor of Chrissy Evert.
Terry Holladay is hitting a lot of balls up and down the middle to Chris. And she looked over to her teammates there with a real sign of relief. Chris is looking for a win.
Our team still trailing in the match, though, 7-6. But Chrissy has taken a 3-1 lead in this set over Terry Holladay.
Chris has improved her serve a lot this year. She's going for more winners and better second serves. Chris says, I'm an emotional person and it's time the press knew about it. So she just slapped her thigh there so we'd all know. That's a great return.
And the point goes to Terry Holladay.
2-1.
Terry Holladay has a lot of natural topspin off of both wings. There's her double-handed backhand. Very deceptive.
Got the line. Great drop shot by Terry Holladay. Ties the game at 2-all.
Terry set it up on this one, coming in. Chris not with a very good forehand at all, and Terry constantly moving forward. She's improving her volley all the time. Good serve, Chris.
And a good return. 3-2. Chris can wrap up the game right here. But she is not having an easy time of it all. Little too short with that lob. Way too short was Chris Evert. And Terry Holladay got the 5-11 in front of it.
Yep, she just reached that arm up there. It was an offensive lob, low and fairly hard. But Terry got a racket on it, and that was enough.
Back live, sudden death in this 5th game. Another service break. Well, Terry Holladay has broken Chris Evert's service for the 2nd time. She still trails in the set 3-2, but she can even it up here. And the Golden Gators lead in the match by a score of 8-6. Kind of a surprise, this particular set, Julie.
It's true. But Terry Holladay has been doing very well. She's won 2 of her 3 sets so far, and Chris has not been playing well on team tennis. She's lost her opening 2 sets.
0-1. Chris came out so strong, too, in this set. Won the first 2 games, 8 straight points. Broke Terry's service in the 2nd game. 1-2.
Well, Chris proves that a bad drop shot doesn't work against her. That was high and short, and Chris put it away even though Terry guessed right.
Second service here. 8-6. Golden Gators lead the Phoenix Rackets. Chris Evert. That is out. 2-all.
Terry Holladay is very happy in her new home here with the Golden Gators. Last year she played for San Diego, but this year she has her brother on the team, John Holladay. He's 24. He's a pretty good player, but he practices with Terry all the time and helps her, makes her feel happy.
2-3.
Terry had a good chance for that one. She guessed right and flubbed it. It happens.
And 2 break points here for Chris Evert.
Terry with a fairly low toss on her serve. Not a bad idea.
And there's the service break for Chris Evert here in the 6th game. So she has broken Terry Holladay's serve now on 3 occasions, the 2nd, 4th, and 6th game. And Terry Holladay has come back to do it on 2 occasions in game 2 and game number 4. But Chris Evert now leads the set by a score of 4-2. Here is Terry Holladay, 24 years of age, from La Jolla, California.
Actually, her brother is 24.
Oh,
she's 21.
22.
Sorry about that. Got her birthday wrong, I did.
Well, she will be 22 in a couple of months.
Okay.
Spencer Ross and Julie Hellman. This is the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum in Oakland, California, part of the complex, which also houses the football stadium which the Oakland Raiders play at. And Chris Evert getting set to serve. She leads the set 4-2.
There's a lot of parrying going on the court, a lot of hitting up and down the middle. It's as if the two players are trying to figure out, wait for an opening. They're hitting down the middle a lot, then going for the angles. Like that one, down the middle.
And Chris Evert with a forehand, cross court, takes a 2-0 lead in this 7th game. And she can tie up the match right here at 8-all for her Phoenix Rackets. Yeah. 1-2.
Certainly, Terry has been playing to Chris Evert's backhand more than anybody would expect. Chris Evert's backhand is the most famous backhand in women's tennis at the moment. There they go to the backhand.
And again, it is out, but barely.
This is the famous backhand. What's so good about it normally is the early preparation. She's a little bit later than usual there. And also the fabulous complete stroke. She stays with the ball the whole time. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
3-2 Phoenix.
Disguised.
3-2.
Good serve.
Would not go. And Chris Evert holds on to her service. And there is Christian Kemmershaw, Chris Evert's teammate. And Chrissy Evert taking a 5-2 lead in this 2nd set. And we're tied at 8-all in the match. And this is a big point right here. Terry Holladay. She can hold her own service, and even if Chrissy wraps it up on her own, following the 2 sets, we'd be all even at 9. And misplayed there by Terry Holladay.
We may well have seen what the back spasm did to her. I mean, she didn't seem to want to stretch for that one. With all the time in the world, Chris took aim and hit moderately softly to the place she wanted the ball.
0-2. Chris Evert has already broken Terry Holladay's service in the 2nd, 4th, and 6th games of this set. Terry Holladay with service breaks in the 3rd and 5th. Zero three right now. And 4 break points for Chris Evert. And she can wrap up this set 6-2. Yes. 1-3. Terry Holladay battling back. Christian Kemmershaw on the Phoenix bench. Completely miss hit. And that was it. The service break for Chris Evert. Our 4th service break of the set. Chris Evert, a 6-2 winner in a match over Terry Holladay, and Julie Heldman standing by to chat with the winner of the women's singles competition this evening. Julie?
Chris, how up were you for that set against Terry Holladay?
I was pretty psyched up for the match. Before the match, my teammates told me 3 strikes and I'm out.
You're out of what?
I don't know. I think I'm off the team. I lost my first 2 singles, and I just couldn't get psyched up for it. And tonight, I really felt good. I felt, like a tennis pro, and I felt like my own self. And I played aggressive, and I thought I played a good match.
So did I. Did Ken Waltz say anything special to you?
Yes, I've been having trouble with my serve as usual, and I think my percentages first serves in was incredible for me. I'm sure I got 80 or 85% of them in. And when I have someone always telling me how to serve, then I can, serve much better.
You look pretty good out there to me tonight, but you are the champion of the world, and you always look good to me. Thanks, Chris, and back up to Spencer.